Welcome to Ardenfall. Ardenfall is an open-world RPG, being developed by a small Seattle-based team for the past 4 years. This is a living world, where your choices will change the course of history, with NPCs that will react to your decisions with varying consequences. First off, let's look at a few key locations in this vertical slice. The first location we will be looking at today is Garkai, a large town found in the wetlands. The townspeople are 3 separate families that once considered themselves one tribe. However, throughout the centuries, feuds and bad blood have torn them apart. The first family is the Sako family, who primarily act as fishermen and even cooks. Seafood is a very important staple for the people of Garkai and for Karu elves in general. The cooking is generally reserved for important ceremonies and events, as well as offerings to various spirits. The Akiro family acts as the hunters and guardsmen for the tribe. They hunt both monster and animal, and provide the much-needed protection that such a town in the dangerous wetlands requires. The Sako family primarily act as craftsmen, from clothing to weaponry. They built the larger boats that the Sako family uses, as well as the weapons the Akiro family relies on. There is another group as well, the Temple. This small group of individuals, from the lower monk to the highest shaman, act as a form of wisdom, healing, and record-keeping, and they try to maintain the peace between the 3 families. As you may have noticed, each family is deeply intertwined with the other. This reliance creates quite a bit of frustration in the Garkai culture. Each group hates the other but cannot survive without them. At the current time, these frustrations have started to boil over. The Traveler, otherwise known as the player, will have the chance to make decisions that may make or break this town's reliance on each other. Journeying across the boardwalks, past the temple, and into the ancient Sheru tree, lies a dangerous Sheru tomb of Garkai. According to legend, this tomb was built by the old people of Garkai to hold and protect the souls of their ancestors. However, in recent time, the rot of monsters has taken this ancient landmark as their own, and stepping into the dripping tunnels is a dangerous proposition indeed. However, such actions are not without gain. There are whispers of 3 treasures hidden by the 3 brothers of Garkai. I'm sure these are mere rumors, however. Back to the surface. The Nakiban forest near Garkai is both the sacred land and the source of their greatest pain. The worshipped Sheru trees stand tall and their roots grow deep, but so do the monster nests that spread across the lands. There are many interesting locations to find in this forest, from enemies to slay to treasure to collect. One major location one may find in the forest and beyond are Garvak camps. Garvaks are a frog-like people, generally content to stick to themselves, but are ready to protect what is theirs with clubs and even magic. They come in many forms, and have their own proto-language, and even seem to have their own religious customs. However, most elves attribute them to be mere beasts. Next, let's look at combat-related gameplay. The player has many stats and items at their disposal. When fighting with a melee weapon, such as a katana, one can attack with a quick attack and a hard attack, as well as a block and parry. Different melee weapons have different attack speeds, damage values, knockback strength, and so on. Weapon and armor can also be enchanted. Some boost stats on the weapon itself, others apply status effects to one's enemies, and some enchantments apply effects or buffs to the character equipping the item. We have currently implemented a mere handful of spells: a simple fireball, ice spikes, dig attack, fire shield, and decoy, to name a few. The spell system has a lot of potential ready to be utilized by our developers. Potions and consumables is another important part of combat. Some potions are also throwable. Throwing potions of poison are a perfect example of this. Careful, don't poison yourself. Stealth is another option for the Traveler. The stealth system is still in its infancy, but shadows and lights affect the NPC's ability to see you, as well as a combination of their perception-related stats and your stealth-related stats. Some armor and clothing boost your stealthy abilities, and naturally, certain weapons are more silent than others. The dagger is an obvious choice, but a bow will do great from afar. One of the most important components of Ardenfall are its quests and dialogue. This is the meat of the experience, with quests designed to give the traveler the ability to roleplay anything from a mysterious mage to a cutthroat mercenary to a sneaky thief with a silver tongue. Dialogue options are fully dynamic, with different player choices being available depending on race, gender, stats, background, weather, location, knowledge, and anything else our writers can think of. Entire quests can branch out depending on decisions, and often a single quest can be completed in a variety of ways. In this example, the traveler is told that someone has been stealing ganura, a type of grain, from the grain storage at night. The traveler now has to lay in wait and see if anyone steals the grain at nighttime. And oh look, looks like someone's there, and they stole it. What should we do? The traveler in this quest has several options. They will need to find 2 pieces of evidence to present to the grain owner. The traveler may first investigate the grain pile, finding a fishhook. This looks like fine evidence. The traveler may also talk to the thief themselves. They may trick them into confessing, or threaten them, or perhaps the traveler does not have such a silver tongue, nor a threatening aura. If the traveler does manage to make them confess, they will admit to stealing the grain to help their family. One may decide to pickpocket the grain off the thief as well. All of these count as valid evidence. As you can see, this very short and simple quest still manages to bring many different possibilities. Other quests rely on interacting with many characters or brings in various gameplay aspects, from killing targets, collecting items, or investigating locations. Our quest system is very powerful, and we are quite excited to make even more quests. I hope you enjoyed this first look into the world of Ardenfall. There is much more to showcase, and there is much more work to be done. If you are interested in learning more about this project, we have several years' worth of article-based devlogs on our website. We also have a Discord for the project. And of course, please subscribe for future devlogs, which will usually go much deeper into the technical aspects and specific features as we develop them. Thank you for watching, and may the Shadow's roots protect you.